Hey, welcome back on Out and About with Gary. We're talking with legendary rockhound entrepreneur, prospector, and all-around pirate, Steve Thompson. And right now we got a feature on the rocks, but we got some unusual ones. Maybe they're common, maybe they're not, but the sulfur one, that was very interesting to me. It's very bright yellow.
Very, very bright yellow. And this came out of a sulfur pit, and I'm not really sure whether this is from somewhere back in the Great Lakes states. I'm not sure exactly what state this came from. One of the things that I like to do, but isn't always possible, so I like to catalog. When I find gems and when I know exactly where they come from, I can put down sulfur, the location, if I know what it is. Some of the things I've acquired from auctions and whatnot, I know the general region, but I don't know specifically where they come from. But that's part of the fun of rock hounding. It doesn't matter whether you like to get into the jewelry part, or you like to collect rocks, or you like to collect minerals, you like to collect crystals. Some collections are worth a lot of money too, besides just being fun. So sulfur is on the periodic chart of the elements, and it is a mineral unto itself. And you know what they do with sulfur, including making gunpowder.
Now that one though, you polished up.
No, this one here just came straight out of the ground, just like that.
Oh, really?
Here. Yeah, this is natural sulfur right out of a sulfur pit.
Wow, that's really cool.
Now some other color. This is a piece of tumble polished fool's gold, iron pyrite. The difference between pyrite and actual gold is the fool's gold has a lot more shine and luster to it than kind of a brassy look, and gold is a little more dull type of a shine to it.
You know, if I found fool's gold, I would be so fooled. I'd probably be jumping for joy. I found gold, and I'm the fool.
That's why they call it fool's gold.
Just for me.
People really mistook it for the real stuff. Also, I have some other interesting crystals. This is an aragonite crystal.
An aragonite crystal. Where does an aragonite crystal come from?
This particular one came from Mexico.
See?
And I also have some barite roses. I don't know if you can see the details. They're kind of small, but these actually look like little roses. These come from Oklahoma.
Oh, we see it now. The Oklahoma barite roses.
Yeah, desert rose.
That's very cool. And it has the shape of a rose, too.
It does. Just like rose petals, and just like it's fossilized or whatever. But this is a crystal, type of crystal, made out of the mineral barite. And here's a copper mineral. If you could really see the detail on this, I've got this polished on. This is rough side.
Okay.
And I've got it polished so you can kind of see a little bit of the luster. This is azurite, which is the blue, and some malachite copper. This is gem quality copper, and this comes from down in Utah.
You know, I'm noticing from our first episode of this and this one, a lot of the rocks and minerals that are intriguing come from Utah.
Utah, Idaho. I've mined fire opal from the Spencer area.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bitch Creek jade. Where they come up with that name, I don't know.
Oh, I think we know.
Probably because digging it is a real beat.
Yeah.
Out of Nevada, I have a lot of beautiful petrified wood, including some really pretty kind of purplish and pink limb casts from Nevada. This here come down from the Ely area, from Garnet Mountain. This is a lava rock, intrusive lava rock called rhyolite. Very hard. A lot of gemstones come in. You have to hard rock mine out of a lot of hard matrix. You can't really see it in here, but there's a really beautiful garnet inside this. Garnet crystal can be polished into a beautiful gemstone.
What colors would garnets normally be if you polish them?
Well, different kinds of garnets. There's actually green. There's some that look kind of wine color and purplish. There's some that are really deep, almost ruby red. And this is kind of interesting. This is a piece of obsidian that I've slabbed. Mm-hmm. And if this was polished, you can see it gets a little bit wet. It brings out like a polished color. This is called mahogany obsidian. It has some kind of brownish red mahogany wood color in it. Also, snowflakes. It's a combination of mahogany and snowflake obsidian. This comes from Oregon.
There you go.
All kinds of rocks, minerals, You can collect them, you can cut a lot of them. Very, very much a lot of fun.
Well, hey, thank you, Steve Thompson. It's been a lot of fun. This is part 2, and we'll probably have another part or 2 coming up in the future of rockhounding with Steve Thompson, all-around prospector, entrepreneur,
Grandpa Pirate.
Grandpa Pirate. Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Steve.